Salutations, everyone. This is Razor here, bringing you another movie review. Where today I'm going to be going over Les Miserables, or Les Mis, or The Miserables, whatever you want to call it. Pay no attention to the gameplay. It's just something for you guys to look at. It's this really crappy multi-team game, or should I say, multi-shitty teammate game. And it's rather depressing, but I need something to show you guys, and any other gameplays that I had, I actually want to use for real gameplay commentaries. But anyways, saw Les Mis yesterday as it came out, along with Django Unchained and Parental Guidance, which is a joke. And I'll be sure to review Django sometime in the near future. But I saw Les Mis over Christmas, and I want to give you my thoughts and opinions about it, because that's kind of what I do here on my channel when I see movies. So for those who may not know, Les Miserables is a musical film. Almost the entire movie takes place in song. There's some actual dialogue here and there, but the vast majority of the film uh, is in singing. And this might take a while to get used to, or it may not be your type of thing, or it's may not something that you're used to seeing, because not many musicals come out nowadays. And so it's definitely something different, but that is not a reason to shy away from this film, because it's a good film. It's a good film. I would definitely recommend seeing it. It is based off of a Broadway musical, and I believe the Broadway musical is based off a book, but the actual movie is like an on-screen version of the stage show, for the most part, from what I can tell, especially the fact that most of it is in song. And the songs are actually done very well. The music is composed of a Broadway type quality, and you definitely feel that in the theater. And an interesting part of the actual movie is that all of the audio, every time someone is singing, it is all recorded on the set. There's no dubbing, there's no lip syncing, none of that. Everything you hear is what everyone on the set heard. And almost all of it is completed in one shot, all one continuous shot. It's very ambitious for them to do this, and it pays off. It is definitely makes the movie much better than if they would have gone the traditional route. But that kind of quality, when put into their anyone's film, is really going to shine through, and does here in Les Miserables, which has a star-studded cast of Anne Hathaway, Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, Amanda Seyfried, some other people, Sacha Baron Cohen, Tim Burton's wife, Helena Bonham Carter, and they all do fantastic jobs in their roles. This movie has a lot of Oscar buzz going around it, and is no surprise in a type of film like this. Anne Hathaway will probably get nominated, and possibly Hugh Jackman as well. They all do a stellar job, and the singing is rather good in this film as well. But of course, we know Anne Hathaway can sing because of earlier work with Disney. We know Hugh Jackman can sing because all the Broadway stuff that he's done. We know Amanda Seyfried can sing because of Mamma Mia. But we didn't really know about Russell Crowe. That was kind of a wild card thrown in there, and I'm wondering if this role took a little bit of convincing for him to take, because I don't know of any of him having experience in singing in his career. He might have some, when he was younger or something, but definitely no major production that I can think of. But he does a good job. He's not one of the stronger vocals in the film, but he does play a very pivotal character, and does a good job. I think all the actors did a stellar job, and I hope that they get the nominations that they deserve, as well as the film. It is a fantastic film. The direction is top notch. I have not heard of this director before, but it is very, very well directed when you take into consideration what he has to do with the film and the fact that it's an adaptation of a Broadway play where they'll have multiple characters on multiple sets on the stage at the same time, and having to show this on screen when it comes to, like the editing and the direction and all that stuff, it really needs it could easily fall apart and be much more jumbled than it is in this film. And the direction is just absolutely top notch. I think uh, the director should probably get a notice for what he did in this film, and I think he might, as well as possibly the film itself. It is a musical, so that is going to hold it back, because even though it's a drama, because it's definitely a drama. It takes place in the French Revolution. There's lots of fighting and people dying and dramatic situations, and the songs have a lot of heart and soul in them. So hopefully the fact that it's a musical won't have it be outshined by all these other films that are just pure, top-notch drama of such films, such as Lincoln, which was also a very good film and is probably going to crush in the Oscars. But the thing with Les Miserables is it's not just like you would see on Broadway where people are just, singing their hearts out. These actors are acting at the same time as they're singing, and what does that really mean? They're really the facial expressions, the movements of these actors whilst they're singing, because most of the film is in song, so they have to convey a lot of what their character is through song, and rather that be through their voice inflections or their facial expressions, or you can just really see the emotion in their voice, as well as how they carry themselves throughout the film. And I thought this was definitely very well done. I haven't seen too many musicals in my day, hardly any, but I have never seen a film that had actors carry the way that they did in this film when it came to their vocal performances, that translated to very good acting. And these actors are all actors first off, and some of them began to sing later on. They weren't singers who became actors. Also, although the Amanda Seyfried's love interest is I've never heard of him before, so he could possibly be a singer that they just made into an actor. But regardless, everyone does a good job, and I've never seen the actual Broadway show, but I think that they did a superb job of bringing this to the big screen. It's a longer film. It's 2.5 hours, give or take. But it definitely deserves such a treatment, because it's such a well-known story to people, since it's been on stage for God knows how long. That they probably felt that they shouldn't mess with the story at all, and with the length of this film, I think they did a pretty good job with that. Um, the costuming is great. The makeup is what you would expect in this type of film. Um, there's other acting performances, such as Sacha Baron Cohen and Helena Bonham Carter play this nasty couple, and they do a great job. There's a lot of good comedy relief in this film as well. It's not all just dramatic singing throughout the entire thing. Not all of the songs are dramatic. Some of them are just to set the tone of the time, as well as the scenery and what is going on. And there's this part where you see Sacha Baron Cohen and Helena Bonham's characters singing a song at their little motel, I guess you could say, where they're doing all these crazy things, and it's pretty funny. And those two characters do a great job as being buffoonish bad guys, if you will. It's a very good job in their part, and also good casting all around to find actors who are not just one-dimensional. But that's it, guys. Crappy final kill cam with some kid using a PDW. My final score here is not as impressive as it should be. I found myself out of my element because this is the first time I ever played multi-team, but final score is like 63 and 18 or something. But as you can see, my teammates did nothing to help me. But hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I will see you next time.